Lilu made this interview at the anniversary of Munger's, that very interesting interview, and I have always put it there to make it a summary. And there are some key things to discuss when it comes to value investing today. Where are the opportunities? How to approach value investing? And is it still smart to be a value investor? Let's see if I can get you vaccinated. So when it comes to value investing, the concepts are pretty simple, straightforward. So you own a business, the market helps you to give you the right price, you must have a sufficient safety margin. Those are the three standard pillars of value investing. Charlie Munger expanded on that, so you can buy great companies at reasonable prices within your circle of competence. And of course, if you're fishing, as I like doing, I really like to go fishing where the fish are. It's easy to catch the fish, it's more difficult to find it. However, you must build your circle of competence in the areas where the fish is, and then perhaps even patiently wait for those fish to come to you. A great example of BYD, their investment, how it went down more than 50%, 6 or 7 times, once even 80%, but they stuck to it, invested in it for more than 30 years, and did really well with that. But that is their story of owning a business. When it comes to value investing, the thing is that value investing is prepared for the most difficult times and that it works always. We are now in a very good era, so there are not many people looking for value investing. But it's very interesting to see how value investing was born in the most difficult times and is prepared for the most difficult times. The thing is that other strategies will encounter more risk, and that's the advantage of value investing, because you want to avoid permanent loss of capital, which allows for long-term compounding. And that further leads to the discussion that it is mostly about character. So you have to look at the final result when judging on whether someone is a value investor or not. Warren had 60 years of a track record, but you really need to give it time for more years and look at what an investor does. Warren himself said that value investing is like vaccination. It works for some people and not for others. That's nothing we can do about it. You either are or not. That doesn't mean you are not selling, holding forever. You adjust for the situation, but you try to, let's say, manage the situation. And here there is a great example how even Lilu had to sell part of the portfolio because the book loss was 19% when he started his fund. Some people wanted to withdraw, but then that portfolio grew 50 and 100% going forward. Again, short-term stock prices doesn't mean much. And the key here when it comes to investing, if you insist on value investing, at least you will have a long-term record, because most other methods are difficult to have long-term performance. Without long-term performance, it often stops at a certain point. Now, something that they discussed at the same table with Musk. Musk is going for a 5% chance of success with high upside, but Charlie might want to focus more on the 80% chance of success with more safer upside. That's the difference there. Again, it's a factor of character. When it comes to where to invest, now things are more global, but you still need to have a margin of safety no matter where you invest. And then when you find the right company, hold it for a very long time. And discussing to go fish where the fish is, they invest globally, especially as the world is developing. There will be opportunities to find things that Charlie and Warren found in America. And perhaps an indication, 80 to 90% of people live outside the developed countries and are still in the process of modernization. So that process is something that tells you where the fish is. So where is the fish? I think that first and foremost, what I see also discussing with you, here on YouTube and on my research platform is that the first thing you need to be a fisherman is to have the patience. To have the patience to look for where the fish is, not shoot just the first fish that comes to you. You might wait for the bigger one behind it, etc., etc. So you have to also look at the overlooked places, because there where everybody's fishing, the fish is not stupid, the fish goes elsewhere. Mispriced opportunities: Asia, 5 billion people compared to 1 billion in the developed world. We'll keep looking for great companies, long-term compounding. I'll put the link to the Lilu interview. It's a great read, 25-minute read. But I just wanted to make this video for a reminder and, of course, give you the value of that overlooked interview.